Hi traders, welcome to the video. Please pause the video and make sure you understand the disclaimer before proceeding. Taking a look at the US 100, okay, we've had a significant rally, and my question is, where to from here? Let's just go out, do a quick top down from the daily. We have a this trend, if we want to pull that through there, break of structure. How far does this trade north? It's anybody's guess, but we want to map it out and consider some options. So I'm just going to pick up this range prior to this sell-off here. I'm just going to mark that up and call that resistance. And I'll mark up the center with that blue line here. Just keep an eye on that. More or less the mid-level, mid-range. That's always a point of interest on the daily. All right, trade it up to the base of this range. Okay, so we've got resistance here. If we go down to the 4-hour chart, we'll see that more clearly. Have a look at this. This candle here, we've got this high on the left and on the right, low. So we have this gap. Always mark up these gaps, daily level. The market's going to be looking for two things. One, it's looking for liquidity, and two, it's going to look to rebalance, or it's going to look to trade through these gaps generally. So I always want to know where the daily and the 4-hour gaps, mainly the daily gaps. Okay, so we can see this candle's fairly thin here as well. Mark it up left high, and then we've got at the moment the candle on the right, that's today, is just sitting here. So my question is, does it wick down to fill this gap? Okay, so we want to keep an eye on today. Today's Monday. Now the thing about Monday, let's just have a look at this. We want to mark up the weekly open first thing. So let's just go to the weekly. The market's going to set up a trend during the week, all right? So I'm always interested in where it opens. This is the weekly open right here. This is our level. Weekly open. There it is. I marked that up. Okay, I've got that here. This is a pretty important level because generally you'll find that the market's going to set up, in a lot of cases, not in every case, but in most cases, it'll trend for the week. For example, market, well, look at these candles. For example, this one opened here and was a bearish week. But what happened initially was it spiked up into resting buy-side liquidity before they could trade it to the downside. Any trader with however multiple millions of dollars worth of capital, they want to get involved in the market. They can't just jump in here and decide to short the market. They need liquidity, right? So if you're looking to sell here, you want this to trade. You know, you're looking for profits for the week, and you want to push this down. You're going to need to tap into buy-side liquidity so that you can fill your order. You'll often find Monday the market will trade in the opposite direction, and then it'll set up the weekly trend. Say Tuesday into the London, New York session, you know, we'll start to see the weekly trend taking shape. So my question is, with this candle here today, Monday, okay, we've spiked up, we've traded into resistance, we've traded into resting liquidity. Do we see this retrace and fill the gap? All right, so this is how I'm approaching the market from this point of view, looking for opportunities now. You know, like if this retraces, well, then it's going to give me opportunities with Bitcoin, with the yen pairs. I like to trade the yen pairs. Monday, you've got to be careful because you know, I call it manipulation Monday. You got to watch out. With that in mind, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to mark up some key levels. We've got this range here, big level through here, and we've got these lows over here. Daily, I want to grab that, this candle here, daily, yellow, that'll do. I'll mark that up as a daily. I've got this yellow, and then we've got this level through here. Go down to the 4-hour chart now and have a look at some of these. So I want to mark up this range through here. We'll just call it support and resistance. This through here. And we've traded right into it. Just call it SR range, that'll do. Okay, resistance through here on the 4-hour. And then other levels on the 4-hour we've got through here. So we want to mark up these levels, points of interest, and consider the possibility that the market will react around these levels. And I want to grab this one here as well prior to this rally. We'll just mark that up there. Does it push up a little bit further? Remain to be seen. And then we've got, we could include that looking back. All right, so keep an eye on this today. See how it trades, where it trades, how far up does it push. And if we start to see this retrace, my target would be probably around here to start with, target 1. Who knows how far back it'll trade, but there's another point of interest down around this base here. I'll just mark that up. Now we've got a bit of a roadmap, and I mean the rest of the market is going to hinge off the stock markets. Right, if this rotates, then there'll be opportunities with the yen pairs, with Bitcoin. Bitcoin being a risk-on asset, if the stock markets go risk off, well, we could see Bitcoin retracing. We could see strength come into the yen, so we could have an opportunity to sell some of the yen pairs, Euro yen, Aussie yen, etc. If the yen gains strength. Gaining strength being a safe haven currency, right? So market will come out of risk assets and risk currencies and go into safe haven assets and currencies. So you just got to plan your trade around pretty much the stock markets. That's what I do. And this is the weekly open here. How does it trade? Okay, does it spike up Monday, tapping into liquidity here, and then they short it during the week? That remains to be seen. But it kind of makes sense to fill the gap. Even if this is going to trade higher, a trend doesn't just, it can. It kind of keeps pushing forever. But if it does trade higher, then, you'd expect to see a trend, like rally, retrace, a rally, retrace, this kind of thing, right? So it's rallied. I'm waiting for that, more or less. So that's kind of what makes sense to me at the moment, guys. Now, I don't know whether this is going to stay bullish or not, but it could sell off. And, we could see an almighty dump. And everything goes to rack and ruin. They're talking about it. I mean, there's, how many YouTube videos are out there at the moment? Guys that are pretty in the know, financial experts. Anyway, I don't want to start rambling on. Guys, click the link below. Visit my Discord group. It's free to join. There's a lot more going on in there. That's my take on the NASDAQ at the moment. With that, safe trading, and I'll see you in the next video.